Things are not always as they seem.
Do not allow the brevity of these clips to diminish how provocative they actually are. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy has always been in my top 3 cartoons from the early 2000s, and has certainly become a defining cultural phenomenon for a lot of y'all as well. So much so that if you tapped on this video, I'm assuming you've seen the show at least once. But if by chance you haven't seen it, just know that Billy and Mandy stood out for its darkly comedic narratives and unconventional characters. The show offered a unique style of nihilistic storytelling, making it a beloved favorite among viewers of all ages. However, beneath its seemingly innocent surface, you'll find a culture of subtle and not so subtle sexual innuendo that added an extra dimension to the show's humor. In this video, we'll delve into the recurring theme of sexual innuendo within the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, exploring how the creators navigated the delicate balance between risque humor and maintaining a kid-friendly tone. Spoiler alert, there's some adult stuff in this one. Let's go.
Oh, that's just wrong.
This is a kid's show, for gosh sake.
Ew! Make it stop!
I'm sure we can all agree that a teacher shoving a student's face into their crotch area is far from appropriate. But it's funny, right? Because Billy, well, sort of. I think in reality, double standards are the makeup of our entire society and even permeate the little innocent shows you watched as a kid. My best guess as to why this passes is because Miss Butterbean isn't named Mr. Butterbean, and because Billy isn't a girl. The ostensible faux pas in this case being slapstick humor bordering on sexual assault is only funny when the victim is a boy. Otherwise, frankly, it wouldn't even be funny now, would it? I know this is a sick image, but this is my whole point. Just imagine a male teacher shoving a little girl's head into his crotch area. That's just not conventional comedy-wise, but more importantly, in general. Wise. I find it interesting how changing the gender of the characters can totally take the piss out of the joke, depending on its level of vulgarity, we'll say. This will be a common pattern that you should keep in mind as we cover the rest of these moments.
What's you doing, Miss Butterbean?
Good children's television is usually suitable for both children and adults alike.
What is this, Wonka? Some kind of fun house?
Why, having fun?
And shows like Billy and Mandy operate off this premise by firstly not talking down to the audience. Everything is fair game, and for the audience, child or not, the reward system should be simple. If you get the joke, you get to laugh.
Billy! What are you doing in there?
Here's that delicate balance I was referring to earlier. For a moment here, it's left to our imagination to fill in the gaps.
Billy!
What is Billy really doing in the bathroom? Well, if you're genuinely an innocent little kid, then a more immature lens might necessitate an explanation within the realm of taking a massive dump, which is hilarious. After all, if you can't appreciate toilet humor, then you're watching the wrong show. In the same breath, the creators do strike a perfect balance between the musings of a child versus the mind of an adult, which in this case is more likely to be in the gutter. Thus implying the more risque part of the joke where we're led to believe Billy must be giving himself a hand job. Although the words constipation and masturbation don't belong in the same sentence, they do describe what we have here in the least amount of words.
What's going on?
Man, this gets me pumped up. It makes me wanna.
Real nice.
Billy and Mandy's favorite way to hide sexual innuendo is under the guise of vulgar yet benign humor. As you can see, Billy gets as close to jerking off as anyone has, really, except with a cheeky plunger in hand as opposed to his banana.
Hey, Billy, what's that you got under there?
Hey, a banana!
The simple yet crucial mechanism that the writers can always rely on is that Billy is completely innocent and irretrievably stupid. Billy is frequently thrusted into scenarios where a normal person's integrity might be in question, but via sheer retardation, he manages to nullify any moral dilemmas that are thrown his way.
These are the Valkyries in the fountains of bubbling nectar.
What?
As a Norseman of Asgard, you have unlimited access to the fountain.
Big ass titties!
But being irretrievably stupid is Billy's disposition, and the innuendos extend well beyond just his character. In this show, the primary focus of any given episode is designed to capture the child's attention while simultaneously fostering a subtext that captures the adult's attention.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Keep rubbing those bones, Spurg.
This is subverting expectation turned on its head, right? Because the shot withholds information for an uncomfortable amount of time, only to reveal what was obviously never gonna be the dirty part of the joke. Hopefully this comes across as a compliment, but the writers are not just masterfully skirting an ethical line, they're more so hopping from one side to the other as a punchline.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Is this their website?
No, you typed it wrong. There are two S's.
Whoa! Hey now, don't look at this. This isn't for children to see.
There's also an endless list of visual gags that straddle the line between funny character design and gross, protruding unmentionables attached to old women. Which is to say, I don't think that the animators had that snazzy TVY7 rating in mind when they drew up Super Nanny McPhee, or the spooky After Dark hostess who could practically start a fire with the amount of thigh rubbing she does in a single monologue. Yep, I think she's the one who puts the magic in Magic Banana.
Magic banana! Magic banana!
What magic banana are you and that talking burrito speaking of?
12 seconds later.
We are even let in on Grimm's sexual fantasy roleplay in the bathtub, for crying out loud. I mean, like I said, they're hopping back and forth across that line.
Hey there, little lady.
You're so powerful. Kiss me! Grim, have you been playing with your sickle again?
And again, to circle back, what if the genders were swapped in this interaction and the creepy old lady was a creepy old man, while poor little Puddin' was a girl?
Here, boy, put this somewhere no one will ever be able to find it.
The what?
Yeah, that thing's never coming out.
The fact is, it would just have much less of a chance at being funny, creepily enough. And even after overanalyzing the double standards of it all, I'm willing to concede that it is possible for something to be both funny and offensive. In fact, sometimes that's what makes it funny in the first place.
You think that's funny? No, I mean, no, you just gotta rise above it.
Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Just make sure you leave a comment if I missed any crazy moments that's critical. Of course, I probably missed a couple. Subscribe because you don't want to miss the next one. Peace.